dive up the inside, and we're up into first position, so we are leading the Brazilian Grand Prix. I'm going to take my second victory of the season here in Brazil. Hi guys, Smithically and welcome to the final round of the XRL GP3 season, and today we're in Abu Dhabi. Now, last race in Brazil, we won the race, but F1 Speed finished in the top 5, which he needed to do to become GP3 champion. We are 26 points behind him now, so even if we do win today and he don't finish in the points, it's mathematically impossible to win the championship. Abu Dhabi's a track that I like, so hopefully we can get a good result here today. I do struggle in Sector 3, so I don't think the wind's going to be on, but let's try our best as we're now going to head into qualifying. So here we are in qualifying now, we're entering the last turn. We run wide, so it's going to be a poor end to the lap. As we start in our best lap in the qualifying session, we head down towards turn 1, gear 3 turn. We run wide a bit there, run on the curb, as we exit turn 1, through turn 2, and turns 3 the right hander. It's pretty easy to understeer, especially in the race when you're behind cars. That's Little Kinker turn 4, so now we're heading down towards turn 5, now turn 6, a very poor exit of turn 6, and the hairpin of turn 7. So that might have cost us a little bit of more time there, the exit of turn 6, because it was pretty scrappy, as now we're heading down towards the braking zone of turn 8. This is a very long straight, so you've got to make sure that you don't outbrake yourself, as we're going to shift down to gear 2. We're putting in lean mix for better traction, and this is a heavy traction zone, the exit of turn 9, but we do pretty well. And now we open up the DRS, and now spotting the 100 metre board. So let's see what we do in the second sector split. We are 4 tenths up, nearly 4 tenths up, as now we're entering turns 14, and we run wide there, and that's probably lost us all of the advantage we gained in sector 2. And now we're through turns 15 and 16, the turn 17 heavy braking zone, the turn 17 run wide again, and we're losing all of our advantage here. It's pretty scrappy, this sector 3. As I mentioned, my sector 3 is pretty poor round here, and I'm doing 40s and the guys are doing 39s, so I'm really losing at least 5 tenths around sector 3, and I'm coming to the line and I do a 41.772, so it's 3 thousandths better than my previous lap. Samster's got pole for the second time in a row, back-to-back poles from Samster. Shadowhunter's second, Indigo's third, Speed's fourth, so he's broke the 9-time out-qualified by me record. John Digweed's 5th, I'm 6th. I've got to really improve at the start, to be honest, because it was a poor qualifying. I know I could have been probably top 3, top 4. So it was a really poor lap from me, as you saw. Hopefully we can gain at the start. But as the 5 lights show, lights out, and away we go for the final round of the XRL GP3 season here at the Yas Marina circuit in Abu Dhabi, as we head down towards turn 1. And we're up into 4th position now. We're trying to challenge Speed already. Samster let everyone through at the start because he weren't happy with his pole lap. I'm not really sure what happened with that, because I haven't seen footage of it yet. But as we head down towards turn 5, Speed's gained a little bit off on me already, but now we're going to head towards the hairpin of turn 7, and I'm right up Speed's rear diffuser, so let's try and get a little bit of slipstream and try and pass him down towards turn 8. We won't have DRS on the first lap of the Grand Prix, so we're going to have to make use of the slipstream, and we're actually gaining on him quite a bit here. We're going to come out slipstream, and now we might have a dive up into turn 8. We're going to go for it, but we're a bit too far behind, so we're going to try and use a good exit out of turn 9, and we have better traction than Speed, so we're going to put up into Rich Mix, and we should get the move done halfway down the straight. We wheel to wheel here, so it's going to be who brakes the latest. Speed brakes quite early, and I take the corner as Shadowhunter goes a little bit wide, and we are up into 2nd position, so we have come from 6th position to 2nd on lap 1 of the Grand Prix. So it was an actually decent start, considering I have got no pace at all around this track. But on lap 6, I'm under pressure from Shadowhunter. As you can see, Indigo on the mini-maps gained about 3 seconds already, as we're trying to defend from Shadowhunter as we are defending for our lives here, as we sort of get tagged on the curb and Shadowhunter lets us pass. Bit of a miscommunication from me and Shadowhunter, as that might give Speed the opportunity, but eventually we keep second position. So on lap 8 of the Grand Prix now, and we exit turn 9, and we're going to be under pressure from Speed as Speed passed Shadowhunter because of that incident me and him had on lap 6. But we're going to defend the inside line, and we ain't not going to give up this second position too easily. We run a bit deep, but we've got it for now, and we are just defending crazily. This is the most I've ever defended for a position, but I have to because I'm trying to help my teammate win the race. But also I know that my pace is not good enough. As soon as these guys get past, I could lose the position quite easily, as Speed tries to go round the outside, but we're not having none of it. We defend the inside line, and again everyone's trying to get past, but we're still in second position. And on lap 10 now, Speed is trying to go round the outside of turn 8, but we go a bit too deep, and that might give him a better run out of turn 9. We get a bit of poor traction there, and Speed has got past. But will we have the DRS? No, we won't. So we're going to have to try and use the slipstream and try and get past F1 Speed. We're going to go round the outside of Speed. Will we get the move done? Back and retake second position. We touch wheels, but Speed has got second position for now, as Samster is in 4th position. Shadowhunter pitted because he could not be bothered to stay behind me because I was defending for my life, as I retake the position from Speed on lap 11. But now he's going to have the DRS on the second straight, as we get a little bit of a poor exit out of turn 9, as now we're going to defend the inside line. Speed is going to go around the outside because we're hugging the inside line really tight. So he's going to try and go around the outside. Look, there's 2 through the little chicanes, but as you can see, we defended pretty well there. I'm pretty pleased with how we defended that, and we're still in second position. I know Speed went off onto the curb, but I think I give him enough room. It was always going to be tight trying to get 2 through the little chicanes, but I'm happy with the way I've defended, and I think it was probably really good how I defended in a way, because the pace ain't there, as you could tell. Everyone was right up my rear, so that's the only thing I could do to try and keep, try and get a podium today. So that's what I got to keep doing for the remaining laps of this Grand Prix, as we come out behind Shadowhunter. The undercut has worked for Shadowhunter for now. He's on the prime tyres, but on lap 14 we are going to take second position off Shadowhunter as we run deep into turn 8. But now we exit turn 9. He might have the DRS, but pretty much we kept that position. But on lap 15, Shadowhunter now is going to try and get past us coming out of turn 9. We have poor traction yet again out of turn 9, and it's a place where it's pretty much hard to get the traction out of that corner unless you try and balance the throttle. But now heading down into turn 11, and Shadowhunter looks like he's going to get past, and he cuts the corner there, and he's going to give us the place back. So fair play to Shadowhunter for that. But on lap 16 now, we're coming through the final few turns of this Abu Dhabi circuit. So he's going round the outside, and I give him that position just because I didn't want to make any contact with him and risk getting knocked out of third or second position, really, because the cars were quite close behind, as we're still fighting on lap 17 of this Grand Prix. As you can see, Shadowhunter's really quick on the primes, or if I'm just that slow on the options, as Shadowhunter's going to go up the inside. And it was a brave move there from Shadowhunter, as he's going to have the inside line, and I think he's got that move done now, so he is in second position. But on lap 19, this battle is still going on, and we have got second position yet again off Shadowhunter for now, as we exit turn 9, and I think we might be able to keep it this time. But he'll have the DRS, so we don't really defend much. We stay to the middle of the circuit. He's going to have the inside line, so we actually could lose second position, which we do. Pretty easy move. We didn't really defend much there, and I think we just knew that I was trying to get DRS of him, probably gain a little bit more time. On lap 22, I've passed him again. This must have been like the 10th time I've passed Shadowhunter in this Grand Prix, as we just seem to be swapping positions all the time. But now he'll have the DRS again. We're going to commit to the inside line, as he's going to go round the outside for the chicane. And will he keep the position? I think he does. So he's in second now, and we have dropped back down to third, and F1 Speed's in fourth. So he's right up my rear diffuser, as I've got the DRS from Shadowhunter, as I'm still trying to defend it as well from Speed. He's going to try and go round the outside of turn 8, as whoever's on the brakes really is going to try and win the position. He'll have the inside line for turn 9. We're going to try and go round the outside of Speed, but he's got better traction. But now I'll have the inside line for turn 11. So whoever's, it's like a drag race really. And now I'm going to have the inside line. I should beat him. Got later on the brakes, and I have claimed third position back. So now we're going to try and have to chase down Shadowhunter, but I think he's sort of pulling away now really, as F1 Speed is trying to get past on lap 24 of the Grand Prix. And we touch wheels, but I think he'll have a better chance on this lap, as we touch wheels again. And F1 Speed must be getting frustrated with how I'm sort of not giving up this third position. I'm making it pretty hard for everyone who's trying to get past me today. But we kept the position. But on lap 26 we going in the pits, and we having to put on prime tyres because we haven't put them on yet. So we're going to be slower than quite a few cars now, because we was very slow on the options and they were quicker than us on the primes. So just shows our pace was very poor around this track, which was very unusual because we're not really that far off the pace of, you know, anyone in this division. But today we just, you know, wasn't really at the races, I suppose you could say. But hopefully we can still get a good result out of this Grand Prix, as on lap 28 we passed Crazy Fish, who is on the option tyres, and Shadowhunter is not that far ahead. So we're going to try and get past Shadowhunter. But on lap 33 Samster is going to maybe pass us, as we run a bit too deep, and then we touch the curb and it sends us into a half spin, and Samster has claimed third position. But then he gets lag on lap 37, and he is now back down to fourth position. But on lap 39 Samster's gonna make another move to claim third position off me. He's on the faster option tyres. We're gonna go and try and go round the outside of turn 9. We get a bit of better traction. This is gonna be another drag race down to turn 11. So we've got the inside line. It looks a pretty easy move. I forgot that he didn't have DRS, so we are back up into third position. So we are now 20 seconds behind Shadowhunter, so it just shows how slow we were in this race, as we're coming in for the final stop of the Grand Prix, and we're putting on option tyres. So it's really a burst to the line, as we're really battling now Samster for third. I don't know what happened with Speed. I think he might have touched a curb like I did earlier on, but I think it cost him quite a bit of time, which was unfortunate, because me and him were having a good battle for the last podium place. But now it's between me and Samster, so it's still going to be a really good battle, because, you know, it's me and Samster. But anyway, on lap 43 now, and as you can see, we have undercut Samster, and we have gained about a few seconds on him. We gained about 3 seconds through that undercut in the pits. But on lap 55, I'd just like to sort of say a few thank yous in a way, if I could. Just first to my teammate, because I think the Saturday practices have really helped me as a driver, and I think has really helped me in a way that without them I don't think I could have challenged for the title as I did. If I'd have practiced on Grand Prix mode, I think I'd have been mid-table. Seconds to Samster, because I think also he's sort of the teammate that I didn't have this season, as I sort of shared things with him, what setup I was running sometimes, and we did a lot of practice, especially in Singapore, where we practiced for 4 days, well, 4 nights, so it was a pretty sweaty sort of week for us. But and also I think the main thank yous to XRL Bobberts for keeping the league alive. It looked like in Austria that we weren't going to race anymore, but Bobbett's kept the leagues running. So I think everyone owes a big massive thank you to Bobbett's. Final thank you I have is for everyone that's liked all these GP3 videos, the comments on them and all that. I really appreciate the support, and hopefully next season I can bring back the title and win a championship next season. I'd just like to thank everyone in the GP3 division that's made this season a really good season to race in. It's been a really pleasure to race, and hopefully next season it'll be even better. So for one final time, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in season 9. Goodbye.
Echoes of your words crashing into me, drown me in your lies, and there's no way to breathe. And my walls will keep you down. I am safe without the sound of you around. It's getting colder, and I'm the storm that's taking over.
F1 Speed is the new XRL GP3 champion